In this video, we will be covering creating trigger automation, defining how triggers work, and detailing trigger types in Shape Software. Start by clicking Settings in the top gradient navigation bar, then click the Sales and Marketing Automation drop-down to find Manage Triggers. Triggers are a way to automate aspects of your system, from productivity tools within your CRM, like note pop-ups, calendar pop-ups, record conversions, etc., to communication tools such as an email or text message being sent to your customers. It's recommended to set up communications that require follow-up over long periods to be set up in drip campaigns. You'll see your list of triggers in the system. These triggers represent folders of triggers, which helps with organization and turning on triggers in bulk. Add a new trigger folder using the Create Trigger button at the top of the page. Opening up a trigger from the main list view brings you to the folder structure. At the top, you can name and describe your trigger set. If the status is off, then these triggers are inactive and no triggers that you define here will take place. Turning this to on will make the triggers active. Underneath, you will see a table containing all the triggers within this folder. Click Choose, then Edit to open up the trigger that you want to edit. Triggers in Shape can be boiled down to an if-then statement. For example, if the call outcome of Do Not Contact is selected, then Shape will change the marketing status to Do Not Call. The trigger type is going to be your if statement. In this case, it is the call outcome. The trigger action is going to be the call outcome that we want to set off the trigger. The action is going to be our then statement. So after Shape sees that there is a call outcome of Do Not Contact, what do we want to happen? The action type will be the broad definition of what we would like to happen. In this case, we want the status to change. Now we need to set the status that we want to change to, like the marketing status of Do Not Call. You can also delay the trigger or schedule it to go out on a specific date or time. You can also set a processing priority if you have a series of triggers going off at the same time. The priority will decide what trigger goes off first, with 10 being the default priority. When we have finished adding all the trigger automation for this folder, simply set the status to on when you are ready for these triggers to be active. If you have any further questions regarding triggers in Shape, please do not hesitate to reach out to our dedicated support team by emailing support@setshape.com.